time is 1951. The place, Siberia. My name is Ivan Denisovich. But in this forced labor camp, my name is less important than my number, 3556. The guards, their bayonets, the barbed wire are not really necessary. There is no other life within hundreds of miles. A man attempting to flee would freeze to death before he traveled 20 miles. There is no real escape from Karaganda except death.
Everybody up!
Reveille. Everybody up! What the devil do you think all that banging was for? Good morning, Admiral.
I was a captain, never an admiral. As you well know.
Forgive me. I'm not used to being around so much gold braid.
I suppose not. Rank was seldom bestowed upon weasels.
My advice to you, Captain, is adjust. Pattern yourself after the military in Eisenstein's film. Adjust.
Adjust? Between furious.
All right, citizens of the Republic, come up and get your boots. It's a nice 27 below out this morning.
They've been dried too much. They're stiff as boards.
Yesterday you complained they were still wet.
That was yesterday.
Pesh, the boots are here. Koshnikov is dead. His throat is cut.
His throat is cut? Peshnikov, an informer?
I can't believe it. So many years. Could they have gotten the wrong man?
Let's hope not.
Everybody, out! Everybody!
Work Brigade 10?
Work Brigade number 10, 12 men.
Work Brigade 91?
Work Brigade 91, 11 men.
Work Brigade 104?
Work Brigade 104, 9 men.
What's going on? What's going on? Or are we out here for the winter?
I'm sorry, Lieutenant. The count is off.
Congratulations. That's the third time this week. Where's last night's count? Work Brigade 104 have 10 men at midnight, 9 now. You're the brigadier of the 104, aren't you?
Yes, Comrade Lieutenant.
How many men have you out here now?
9 men, sir.
You look in the barracks. How many at midnight?
9. I think,
You had 10.
well, I thought it was 9, sir. Baranovsky was transferred to the commissary yesterday. Maybe...
I am not interested in Baranovsky.
Lieutenant, one of them is in there with his throat cut.
Oh, well, then the count is correct, after all. That's a relief anyway. Write them up! The 10th barracks is to remain in their quarters until I've talked to them.
All right, you heard the lieutenant. March into your barracks. Hurry up!
You're wasting time on that one, Alyeshka. Be glad he's not alive to rot anybody else in solitary.
Every man is immortal and irreplaceable. No man has the right to take another's life.
You know, in all the films I worked on, the dying always had time for long, eloquent speeches. The directors should see this place.
Traitors must expect death. Or a good job with an official car.
Where?
Here, sir.
Guard! Remove him. Who slept below him?
Baranovsky, who was transferred, sir.
Ah, yes. We're back with Baranovsky again. Did he cry out when you cut him open?
He's a mute, sir. He can't speak or hear you.
Possibly the ideal prisoner. You. Where did you sleep? Near the door? 3556.
Right next to Peshnikov.
Did you see anything during the night?
No, sir.
Did you hear anything?
No, sir.
Would you tell me if you had?
Yes, sir.
Don't you think I get tired of his damn dull lies year after year? What did he do? Steal from somebody once too often. Is he supposed to be in my payroll? What crime do you convict him of? Not that it matters. You can kill each other off, and it doesn't matter. Because there'll be others to take your places. There is no end to you. It is your kind that keeps me in this frozen hell. You get up. You've been here a long time.
7 years, sir.
What's your name?
Ivan Denisovich.
Denisovich. I'll try to remember it.
This isn't a good day for you, Ivan Denisovich. I'd be worried if he took my name.
Perhaps he wants to send him a Christmas card.
Stay out of Volkovoy's way. He's crazy.
Yes, in his line of work, that's helpful.
Oh.
How goes it, Alexei Panteleev?
I can't go very far today.
What did they say at the infirmary?
You can't believe that place, Ivan Denisovich. That isn't a hospital. It's a funeral parlor.
Panteleev is in bad shape.
I know.
Another day on the open plains, stringing line for the social grad, and we'll have another empty bunk.
Why doesn't he go to the infirmary? At least he could die in bed.
Here he'd die among friends. And they've already sent him back.
Maybe if you went to Volkovoy, Jurin.
That's wishful thinking. Volkovoy's happiest when the old ones die. They eat as much as the younger men, produce less. An economic waste as far as he's concerned.
Oh. Oh.
And he's finished.
The mess hall, everybody! What's on the menu today? Rotten cabbage and hot water?
Dig down deep in the pot, huh? Find something that sticks to the ribs.
If I could do that, I'd eat it myself.
They serve us slops and only half fill the bowl.
Maybe a way, Ivan.
The 75th Brigade has the only decent assignment. The power plant where there is a brick wall that gives protection against the cold. Why the 75th? Because there was a Zek in the brigade who was at one time a somebody in the diplomatic service.
Sure. He gets packages of pork fat and tobacco that he passes on to Volkovoy.
We can go to the commandant directly.
But what's going to happen when Volkovoy hears about that? Why should we suffer for one old man? Suppose you keep Pantaleev alive for 2 days, maybe 3 days. Will it be worth it to put all of us in danger?
Yes. It is worth it to me to keep one of my men alive one more day, if that's all I can do.
But the commandant won't transfer just one man anyway.
No? But he might transfer all of us to the power plant if I promise that we'd outperform the 75th Brigade.
You'd be going off of Volkovoy's head. Perhaps we shouldn't ask that of you. Then we'd all be inside.
Yes. And you too, Fetyukov. I can't cross the compound alone. Those are the rules. Sooner or later, Volkovoy is going to find out the names of whoever goes to the commandant with me. Well, who is it to be? Well, he has my name already.
Think you're doing over here?
Turin. Brigadier of the 104th requests permission to see the commandant, sir.
Did he send for you?
No, sir.
You men are from the barracks where that Zek was murdered last night, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, wait here.
There's something in what Kilgar said. They're taking a chance for Pantaleev.
It's not only Pantaleev. The wind and the ice have accounted for 15 men in the past 6 months. Sometimes at night I can hear the wind howling. And I know it's waiting for us in the morning. I've got to get the brigade work where there is shelter and a place to build a fire. It's not only for Pantaleev.
It must be 6 o'clock. They're late in calling us for the work march.
You think they got in to see the commandant?
Who knows? It would be our luck if Volkovoy caught them on the way and they're sitting in solitary already.
Over there. These 10 bunks belong to the 104th. You're lucky. The man you're replacing had this top one. It's warmer.
Thank you.
Get ready for the morning march. You start any minute now.
How old are you, son?
16, almost 17.
16 and serving a 25-year sentence? You must have shot a commissar.
I saw 2 men in the woods outside my village. They said they were hungry, and so I brought them 2 loaves of bread and some milk. The next day, I was arrested for helping Ukrainian nationalists. 25 years for 2 loaves of bread and some milk.
In the old days, if they didn't shoot a man, the most they gave him was 10 years.
You better get rid of that stuff. It's liable to spread disease.
Not a chance, Admiral. Germs couldn't live in this cold, and I've got almost enough for 4 cigarettes.
Get rid of it, I tell you.
Who are you to tell me anything? Go on out and sail around the compound a couple of times.
You don't talk to me like that, you understand? I commanded a cruiser of the Kiev class. 3 times I won the Order of the Red Star. You don't talk to such a man like that.
I'm sorry, Captain. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry. Please let go of my neck.
Now, get rid of that mess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How did it go?
I'm not sure. The Commandant will pass his decision along to Volkovoy. But at least it looks possible. Oh, Kilgus. If anyone should ask you today, you were a master carpenter on the outside, not a hod carrier.
Listen, if it'll help me stay warm, I'll convince them I built half the Lenin Memorial by myself.
Alexei?
Is it time to go?
Almost. Here, come on. Let me give you a hand. Listen. We may be out of the wind and snow for today anyway. We may be transferred to the power plant.
Oh, that would be a miracle.
Oh, we'll soon know. Go easy now.
Thank you, Ivan.
Turin, how did you do it?
I told him we would build 28 feet of wall today.
28 feet? Why, the 75th never built more than 21 feet.
My name is Ivan Denisovich.
Vasily Kopchak.
I'm from Temganyovo.
Garamund.
Oh, I don't believe I know where that is.
Western Ukraine. It is a very small village.
Very pretty. Your girl?
I don't suppose I will ever see her again.
Come. Vasily, I have been in one prison camp or another now for 7 years. May I give you some advice?
Yes, sir.
Ivan, not sir. Don't start thinking about who you will or won't see on the outside or when you'll be free. I have a son I have never seen. If I started thinking about him, I'd go crazy. I keep telling myself, someday, somehow, I'll see him. But then I start thinking about how to get an extra bowl of mush in the mess hall. It's the only way to stay alive in this place.
I hope we get by without a search.
Not after what happened last night.
All right, move along. Hurry up. All right, 104. First 5, come up here. What have you got there?
Verses from the Bible, sir.
They do you much good here?
I'm where the Lord wants me to be. That's all that matters.
All right, next 5. What's the matter with you?
I don't like to have my clothing poured in disorder.
Well, here you better get used to it, old man. And it might as well be now.
You have no right under the laws of the Soviet Republic.
Where did you get 2 undershirts? Now, you listen to me. Under the Soviet law, a sect has only 1 undershirt and no more. You understand? What's the holdup? What's the holdup over there? Lieutenant, this man here has 2 undershirts. Have him take one off. And 3 days in solitary. Well, you heard what the lieutenant said. Get it off.
What the hell right have people like you to treat us like this? What kind of a Russian are you? Does the word comrade mean nothing to you? You never heard of the Russian Revolution? What kind of a man are you? Each one of you is more guilty than any of us, and yet you're going on giving us orders, hitting us, shoving us into barracks and cells and graves.
10 days in solitary, to begin after the end of the working days. Any more speeches? Huh? Does anyone else want to make a speech? All right. That's enough, sir. Prisoners, your attention. You will keep strict column order on the line of march. You will not straggle or bunch up. You will not change places from one rank of fife to another. You will not talk. You will not look around at either side. And you will keep your arms behind your back. One step to the left or to the right will be considered an attempt at escape. And the escort will open fire without warning. All right? Open the gate! Move out! Come on, move. Stop. You people of the 104th, you think you put something over on me, don't you? You went into the commandant's office and you sold him a line of nonsense. Well, today you'll go to a power plant and you'll lay bricks instead of doing the wonderful work you do on the wire, but you will not lay 28 feet of brick wall today, and you will be back in the social grad tomorrow, and you will string barbed wire until you drop dead in the snow. The Zek we found this morning is going to have company. A lot of company before this week is out. Forward! March!
Brigades 10 and 91 to the Social Grant Project. 104 to the power plant. Now move out.
Frozen like a rock.
We'll get a fire started.
One of the 75th falls behind on the quota all the time. The mortar must be half frozen by the time they get it up to scaffolding.
At least we could try to find something to cover those windows.
Wait. Listen. On the way here from the gate, we passed a roll of roofing felt. It was half buried in the snow by the pump house.
That's a criminal offense. You try to grab that, the guards will blow your head off.
They'd never shoot a lifetime prisoner. They want our work. Now, Ivan here, who thinks he's getting out in 2 years, they'd all take a shot at him. Does I? Come.
I'm a motion picture cameraman, not a felt thief.
It'll give you wonderful material for a film if you ever get out of here.
All right, now, you want to sit around all morning? We'll be out in the snow tomorrow. Now, everybody except Pantaleyev and Bunovsky outside break up that pile of sand. Start bringing in here to thaw. Hey, you, what's your name, son?
Vasily Kopchev.
Up in the landing and bring those hearts down. Get a move on now.
Why shouldn't I do my share?
All right. Save your strength for that 10 days in solitary.
What's the matter?
A little shaky, I guess. They have been moving me from railroad car to railroad car, and this morning we got in too late for breakfast.
I'm good at that. To get you someplace in time to work, not to eat. Listen. Sneaked a piece of bread out of the mess hall. Here.
No, I could not, Ivan. I know there is not that much.
Don't be foolish. You'll pay me back another time. Come on. Easy, easy. You don't get any good out of the bread if you eat it too fast. Just get it out of sight from the guards if they come in. It's against the rules.
The top man's right behind us. He must have seen us from the watchtower.
Where do we hide this?
Get it up on the landing and sit on it. Which of you men were outside just now? I saw two of you by the pump house. Now, which two? Brigadier, the next time I see one of your men snooping around trying to steal something, I'm going to use this. Now, do you think you can get it through their heads?
I'm sure of it.
When he looked up here, I thought I was sitting on another 25 years.
Comrade Lieutenant, the trucks are...
You will reroute the trucks. You'll make sure that the 104th get their supplies last. What are you laughing at, you scum, huh? What's so funny?
Nothing, sir.
Get out of here.
It's got to be Volkovoy's doing. How can we lay wall without blocks?
He has to send them, Chair. He can put us last on the list, but he has to send them.
Do you think we can lay 28 feet of wall?
You know, Kyrgyz and I both made our living at this kind of work. Yeah. If we get the block soon enough, and Volkovoy leaves us alone.
I was surprised that Volkovoy said so little when Captain Buanovsky denounced him.
What he said was enough. Very few come back from 10 days in solitary.
You mean they die there?
Yes, they die there. Or they are taken from there, so the record will show they died in the infirmary.
The truck! Get those blocks inside. But you go. You and Jenkins start the motor going. How come we're last to get our supplies?
Am I the commandant? My orders are to mark off 28 feet. Column.
To that column. 28 feet by sundown, citizens. And you think you can make it, eh?
We will make it.
Get some good from the stove while you can. Tomorrow you'll be back on the social grad digging holes.
Cesar, Kopchik, get the pulley going. Ivan, Kyrgyz, you will lay the blocks.
Wait a minute! Where did you... That roller fell by the pump house. You took it.
There. Mortar would have turned to ice with that wind coming up.
Stealing profit. Another 10 years for this story.
You put this in the report?
You expect me to take a chance for you? I've got another year to go on my sentence.
Informer! No!
It's my duty as the foreman.
Do the duty of a foreman, not the work of the guards.
One word about the brigadier in your report. Just one word. You'll never live out your sentence.
A lot of us, Dur. One of us will get you.
I'm not an informer. I'm the foreman.
Then be the foreman. You've marked off the 28 feet. Now, if we don't make it, you and the Tartar can shove us out in the snow to freeze to death. But forget all about the felt. You understand?
All right. Now to work.
Ivan really stood up to him, didn't he?
Oh, we've seen the ones like Dur. Come and go. Ivan's been here a long time.
What did he do to get put in here?
I don't remember, son. Oh, yes, come to think of it, he confessed to being a spy during the war for the Germans.
Ivan? A spy?
I didn't say he was a spy. I said he confessed to being a spy. Look at me. I confessed to being a cameraman on a film they said was against the state. And every time I asked them what part of the film was against the state, they hit me again. I never have figured out what it was I confessed to.
Responsible for that, or else his fault.
Time for the noon meal already.
All right, line up for the noon count and the march back.
Suppose the brigade was willing to work through the noon meal.
Are you crazy? The directive comes from Moscow itself. A minimum ration 3 times a day. Moscow's concerned about you people.
Yeah, but look, the pulley broke.
Well, that's a shame. We'll have to have it replaced tomorrow morning.
All right, fall out for the noon count.
Go ahead, you can talk at meal times. Not such a good morning, I understand, Brigadier.
No, sir.
Well, then perhaps you'll do miracles this afternoon. Denisovich, where did you get that spoon? Where did you get it?
I made it myself, sir, a long time ago.
Before the war, you were a factory manager, weren't you?
Oh, sir, I was a working man.
That's unusual. I understand you people wanted to work right through the noon meal. That's unusual, too. Such interest in your work.
We lost time through the breaking of the pulley rope, sir.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's unfortunate, Brigadier. But since you're so eager to get back to work, I have decided to help you a little. I have given orders that in your march back, your brigade will double time on the last 250 yards.
After the Germans captured us, 5 of us escaped. It took us 3 days to get back to our lines. We lost 3 men along the way. When we got back to our outfit, security called us up and said that we sent to spy for the Germans. I was given a choice. If I confessed, I could go to prison. If I refused, I would be shot. I confessed.
But you were innocent.
Like yourself. Like all the rest of them down there.
Oh. Chukov, take a short rest.
Yes, Comrade Lieutenant.
Bring these men some spoons.
Yes, sir.
You Come. Come. That table is filthy. Now clean it up. Clean up the table. That's right. Now pick up your spoons. See if you remember what they're for. Pick it up. That's good. That's right. You see? You're not quite animals yet. You're on your way. But you're not quite there yet.
My hands are shaking so much I can't hold the blocks anymore.
You spent 10 days in solitary. Do you think Denisovich can make it?
Maybe.
It was at 250 yards in the snow. Took it out of us to begin with.
It's too late, Ivan Denisovich. We'll never finish it.
What are you doing?
Going back to work.
What sense does it make, Ivan? Don't give us hell on the march back. Rest so you can make it.
I can make it. Taking everything else away from me. My people. My rights as a citizen. The chance even to love my country. They're not going to take everything. Still work.
You mean it is your duty, eh? Isn't that it?
know. I don't know what I mean.
Give me an order, Ivan Denisovich, and I will obey it proudly.
I can't give you orders. You better save your strength for getting through 10 days in solitary.
Oh, to hell with their solitary.
Guys and simple men. He is men like us.
I thought you said they were sitting, staring at the wall.
Well, yes, sir. They...
How many feet did you do, Brigadier?
28. Is that right there?
Yes, sir. From column to column, 28 feet. I measured it myself.
Who had the honor of laying the last brick?
I did, sir.
Think you won a victory over me, don't you?
No, sir. We only worked the best that we knew how.
I'll show you your victory. Look around. The camp is still there. The guards are still there. The submachine guns are still there. Your victory doesn't change that. You fools, victory. The work order will be changed next week to 30 feet, and you fall behind in a day, and you'll be back on the social grad. You will be back on the social grad. Take a good look when you go back into the compound tonight and see how good your victory is. And take a good look at yourselves, if you can find a mirror, and ask yourselves if you look like victors. Denisovich, do you think there'll be a time when there'll be no more camps? I tell you, I think it will go the other way around. There will be 1,000 camps. 100,000 Volkovoys to run them. And 1 million Denisovich, like you, to work and die in them. Now get out for a count.
Today was something of an anniversary. I have served 8 years of a 10-year sentence. 3,653 days. 10 years. The 3 extra days are because of leap year. Today was better than most days. We were all out of the wind and managed to keep Pantaleif alive a little longer. The soup was reasonably hot, but best of all, we worked. Worked and finished the 28 feet of wall. And all in all, it's been a good day.